insecurity is everywhere, all over the world, and I've seen several clips. But there are a lot of things to talk about when it comes to insecurity. When you get to places like Spain, there is a protest. Cuba, there's a protest. Guatemala, there's a protest. France, South Africa, and any other places which I can't remember for now, there are protests. Now, what I'm trying to talk about is when you simply take a look at the meaning of protest, it's not just to kick against a particular administration, but when you are leading people, human beings, there's something you should believe as leaders. You are not ruling animals. You are not ruling baboons. You are not ruling trees, meaning they should have their own opinions, which we call public opinion. A successful leader will not believe his own opinion should supersede the opinions of those that he is ruling. There are a lot of things to talk about on the show, which we call Legend Uncensored. To enjoy more of our interesting programs, kindly subscribe to Moyinnet TV on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, coming very soon on Terrestrial TV. I'll be right back after this time. You're welcome back to the show, Legend Uncensored. Talking about insecurity, I will be expatiating on it based on evidence and evidences we gather all around. But let me bring in the issue of protests. I have seen protests in several countries. Of course, the government only need to understand them. I am saying that the motive of protesting is not to unseat a particular government, but to put them right on the track to let them realize their flaws sometimes. Now straight ahead to insecurity. 43 farmers were killed on their farmlands, rice farmlands. Talking about rice farmers, 43. And a little bit annoying when it turns to a sort of argument or trying to pull left and right between our own government and the record that of our United Nations has. 110, 43. The question I have for the Nigerian government is, they are human beings, either 43 or 110. And we should not forget the fact that some are still missing. Normally, sometimes when someone is still missing, we can't give an account. When someone is dead, we know this person is dead. So what can we say? We cannot wholesomely say that they are not more than or up to 110 because some are still missing. That's just what we should talk about for now. And we've had a lot from our Minister of Information, our SA Media, to the President, Garba Shehu, our Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed. Said a lot, even talking about clearance, that farmers, the slain farmers, the slaughtered farmers, didn't get clearance from Nigerian army before going to farmland. Imagine it coming. Maybe shortly, you are going to be telling us to get clearance before we can enter into our own house. Shortly, you tell me to get clearance before I can buy food and eat, or before I can cook food in my house and eat. Is that what you mean? Fine, it's like later on you came and you're trying to twist what you said, that you didn't really say so. But there's something, I have to be sincere about this administration. There's something I just deduced from the manner of this administration in particular. You are always quick at defending yourself, which is, it's not going to help because you're always quick at defending yourself. What I would have advised as a bona fide citizen of Nigeria is, I don't know, try to look into what people are saying. Listen to the voice of people. I can cite instance, the sack of the service chiefs. That has been talk of the town for a very long time. Nigerians have been talking about questioning the service chiefs still remaining in the office till this moment. I'm not saying they are good. I'm not saying they are bad. I'm not condemning anybody right here. But, strategically, when you try a particular strategy and it's not working, you have to change your manner. Meaning, changing the service chiefs could have been another solution that would have provided, try to help the issue of insecurity in this country, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. Human beings are being killed, not logs of wood. Let's show some feelings. That's what I'm talking about. In the National Assembly, they are not asking Mr. President that, okay, it's like you need to sack these service chiefs. But previously, they were only advising. But now, it's like they are being serious about it. The lower chamber, that is the House of Representatives, they are even saying that they want to summon Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari, to come down to the House and explain himself. I know our Nigeria team, he won't go. He will not go there. Why? Probably he feels it's more superior than the House of. But I would advise our dear President, be democratic enough. Sir, be democratic enough. We're talking about the lives of the people right here. Either 43 or 110. What do you have to do to stop these killings? A farmer from Borno State said to Mr. President that as farmers, are you saying that we should be scared of going to a place that we are going there just to make our own livelihood when you are scared of working because you might lose your life? And we are trying to eradicate poverty. So what do you think in such a country? There are still a lot of issues to talk about. The unnecessary rise in Nigerian currency, dollars as against Naira. When we want to talk, we say insecurity is part of it. There are still a lot to talk about. And this is Legend Uncensored on Moyinnet TV. For you to enjoy more of an interesting program, kindly subscribe to Moyinnet TV on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Coming very soon on Teresia TV. I remain Ayinla Kolawole Abbas, the legend. I'll see you after this channel. Thank you. Bye for now. All right. Something came to my mind. When you save 1 naira per day in Nigeria now, you cannot save $1 in a year because we have 365 days in a year. That's 365 naira. And $1 to we have 500 naira now to $1. So meaning you can't do that. But when we want to talk, we say this country is progressing. I would just I know no government will ever agree to some extent talking about the bad economy, the insecurity. For instance, if they're suggesting, especially the governor of Borno State, Zulum, suggested for the federal government to please invite mercenaries to support Nigerian army in order to combat Boko Haram. But I know and I deeply understand, no government will want to agree to that. Why? Because sometimes might demoralize your own troop because you are trying to, in one way or the other, render them incompetent. It is very understandable. But either silently or publicly, please, if we need machinery to combat this, if we need machinery to stop the incessant killings in the northern part of Nigeria, please, what is exactly stopping us? Because look, I want to tell this, and I'm confidently saying this on camera, and I don't care anybody who listens to this, however you want to believe or take it. Any government, anywhere in the world, the most important thing that you have and you owe the people is protection of lives and property. That is when any other thing can come. If you are talking about economy, if you are talking about other aspects like education, amenities, infrastructures, and every other thing like that, women affairs, the youth development, the sport, and every other aspect, the most important thing is when you protect the lives of the people, they are the ones that will enjoy those amenities and benefits, provided they are still very much alive. Meaning, I don't expect this government to joke when it comes to protection of lives and property, economy. Do something about it. I don't know what is going on, why we cannot live up to $1 anymore. Gradually, that's where we are getting to. If it is 500 naira, it's not taking. If it is 600 naira, 700, 800 naira. When you take a look at Nigerians, over 200 million Nigerians. Don't be surprised as we have rise in dollars now. There are some Nigerians, they will never pray for dollars to fall. Why? They deal in dollars. I don't need to mention the kind of businesses. They will always pray because the more the dollar rises, the more they make money. But when you check the percentage of those who benefit from this and those who do not benefit from this, people who don't benefit from dollars are like 90%, even over 90%, and those who benefit from high rise in terms of dollars, they are like 5%. So what do you expect? Nothing but poverty. If nothing is done, nothing but poverty. And I believe your advisors and everyone, when they tell you about how Nigeria is going, a leader will want to know. A leader will be inquisitive. A leader will not be satisfied about what his advisors. Yeah, we know ourselves. I don't think you should absolutely trust them because you can see for yourself that it looks like absolutely or virtually nothing is working in terms of your own promises which you have made to the people. So you need to secretly ask yourself, Mr. President, are you delivering on your promises? Are we actually enjoying those dividends of democracy as promised when you were campaigning? We are not interested in your own partisan issue. It is partisan. Nigerians, masses, are not interested in some kind of personal issues like your party issue. If you can't resolve it, then you can't give Nigerians an excuse of the problem you're having from the party. Meaning you have to be upright enough to make sure that people you are ruling actually realize that you are a leader and you are there for them. Another episode will come your way next day. And like I did say, this is Legend Uncensored. I remain uncensored because there is freedom of speech, despite the fact that there is no absolute freedom, but there is freedom of speech. This is my own expression as a bona fide Nigerian. See you next time. Thank you.